moment of truth. Time to see if this thing will hold some pressure. Bomb, bomb, bomb. It's actually currently about, I don't know, an hour after I posted last night's video. I'm just picking right back up off where I left off. So I figured I would keep myself busy. We still have to wait till tomorrow for this stuff to dry. Well, for you guys, you have to wait like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. But for me, I gotta wait till tomorrow. The suspense is killing me. Anyhow, we have some relays we need to wire up for the electric fans. Where we left off in the previous video. I just have some wires stubbed up here. And I wanna run these relays and figure out if I'm gonna do a switch or if I'm just gonna connect this to the ECU. Probably to the ECU, I don't know, man. I would rather just run a switch, but for now, I think I'm just gonna do the ECU unless we have problems with it. Check out this thing. This is the charcoal canister that actually goes to the blazer. It came off the blazer. Look right here. Tank, purge. So we were talking about this whenever I was running the fuel system. Those 3 lines that come out of the frame rail down there, one of them is a vent. So that is where it's going to go, is to that charcoal canister. And where this thing mounts up is actually right freaking there, which is kind of dark for you guys. Flashlight right down there. So in this empty spot right here is where the charcoal canister actually goes, and the factory bracket and everything holds it there. So reason why I bring that up, I need to clean this thing up, and I'm gonna actually mount it so we have somewhere to plug that vent line into. One thing I have most certainly noticed is whenever this thing is running, you can smell fumes right here, and then shortly after you shut it off, it continues to smell like fumes right here. So that vent is definitely working, just it needs to go somewhere other than just into the engine bay. So I'm not gonna hook this thing up right now because I don't have any line to run down there, but I do want to bolt this thing up because my relays for the fans, I'm actually going to mount them down here. I mentioned this in the other video, but I cut it all out because I was talking too much. I don't want to mount them over here with all this craziness because there's already a lot going on over there. So I figured I'd go ahead and mount the relays for the fans right down here. It's out of the way, it'll be clean, I'll know exactly where they're at, and yeah. But before I do that, I want to make sure I mount this so I don't mount these in the way of mounting that, and yada yada. Of course there's more gold spray paint. Why wouldn't there be more gold spray paint? Alright, I got the charcoal canister mounted, and I also got my relays mounted down there. So all the wiring for the relays is actually finished. I just have the signal wire and the power wire stubbed off right here. I honestly have no idea where I'm going to run this stuff right now. I'm starting to quickly realize that I have nowhere to tie power into. So I do need to put a distribution block up here. Factory, these blazers, well, S10s in general, have this distribution block mounted on the firewall right here. That's what these holes are from. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and remount this. Right now I just don't have any wire, bro. I need to restock up on some wire for sure. So from factory, there's a power wire that runs over to this, and I believe a power wire that jumps from the air conditioning that connects to this as well. But if I get that hooked up, like, then I'd be able to have somewhere, like, I know it's kind of ugly having wires like running, but I mean, I could still run my power wire underneath the booster and with the rest of the harness and just kind of up to this little distribution block. Like, I need somewhere to run power to, you know what I'm saying? And right now I have nothing. Relays are at least done. I'm just gonna jump it to the alternator right here. Hell freaking yeah, boy, those things blow. So like I said, I have the main power for the relay, and then I have the signal wire. They're just twisted together. That's why it comes on whenever I touch it. But yeah, that came out clean, dude. Got it all zip tied and loomed and everything, so it's nice and safe and good where it's at. I have to figure this out eventually. Anyhow, that's pretty much it for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess, and then we'll get up in the morning and fill this damn radiator up. And Dude, fingers crossed that it worked. What's up, bubbers? Come here. Come here, you little crazy. These dudes are so freaking happy. Like, always happy. Come on, man. We gotta go check the backyard. Watch. It drives me nuts. They don't ever let me open the door. Like, it gets to a certain point and they have to like squeeze their way in and they always rub against this damn cart. Watch. Oh, it's locked. No, they didn't really do it that time. They always do the same thing though, man. They go running out, they go against the wall, and then they go over there in between all the cars, and they'll run down that way, and then they run over here. It's like they literally have to check the entire perimeter of the house. Now it is time. It's 11 o'clock. We got this thing RTV'd last night at 6 p.m. So that RTV has had 17 hours to dry. I think that should be plenty. And this is not distilled water. This is just regular tap water. I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna make sure this thing doesn't leak, bro. And then we'll flush it out and we'll put new distilled water and freaking cool it in here. I'm all out of it. I gotta go get more. Well, good news is it's not leaking, but can it hold up to pressure whenever the system actually gets pressurized? That's gonna be the true test. All right, it's time to open up this damn thermostat. This is what we didn't get to do the last time. All right, take two. I forgot that I had that back spark plug wire off so that it was easier to get my hands back there. I was wondering why it sounded like shit. Alright, so far so good, man. We are not leaking back there. I have a couple of problems though. The battery's not charging, so that's not a huge deal. I'll get that figured out. I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but we sprung two more coolant leaks. One from this steam port right here. I probably need to put a little bit of silicone around those. And look at this. Look at this exciting one right here. Yeah, buddy. A whole nother freeze plug is now leaking. Looky what I got. Definitely my worst enemy. Well, last few days they sure as hell have been. So ran down to O'Reilly's and I grabbed some new freeze plugs. Definitely gonna have to replace this one. So since being this one is accessible, I'm not gonna do the whole block off plate and stuff here. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to replace it. But even though it is accessible, it's still kind of hard to get to in there without like removing the pulley here or the water pump. I'm gonna try to do my best to not have to remove anything. So flathead screwdriver, hammer, and then, oh, I need to find a socket that fits inside of these. All right, so the idea here is to kind of hammer on the bottom side, and it's obviously gonna go in, but you're hoping that the top will kind of tilt out to the point to where you can grab it with a pair of vice grips or some pliers or something. I guess I could go ahead and, oh my God. Guess I can move that. Don't worry about making a mess, because you're ready to make a mess anyhow. There it goes. Yeah, that's gonna let a whole lot of water out. That's a lot of water. Jesus. Hoppers! Slow down, dude. Put those guys in the house till I get all this damn antifreeze sprayed out. They don't ever go and try to lick that shit, but I just be on the safe side. I don't want them to get sick. Anyhow, look at that guy. Yeah, that's the reason why we're having problems. Gotta run distilled water, guys. Believe me, I'm guilty of it too, man. But it'll definitely help running distilled water and antifreeze and stuff instead of just running straight like tap water. It'll help to avoid things like this. Like that screwdriver just went straight through it, bro. And that's the reason why it's leaking, is it's just pitted from rust. So now we got to go ahead and try to get a new one hammered in. Freeze plug is tapped in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the steam port pulled off of here. Hold up, that wasn't even very tight. Could that have been it? Was it just not tight? Maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all that was. That thing just wasn't tight, bro. I think when I was tightening this up, I was just afraid to get too tight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to strip it or break the damn head off. Well, I think that's it. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of afraid to pressurize this thing because now I feel like the other two freeze plugs are gonna blow out. Well, I got this thing up to 15 psi. Oh my god. Gee. So that freeze plug is leaking. My thermostat housing is leaking. And I also see a drip back here, in which we all know exactly what it is. It's going to be dripping back there. Oh yeah, look at this. There it comes. What can I say, man? We tried. We definitely... You can't say that we didn't try, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, heads are going to have to come off, bro. I'm not going to keep playing these damn games with these freeze plugs. I'm going to need to pull the manifold. I'm going to need to just tear it all apart and get the heads off of this damn thing. And I'm just gonna have them welded, bro. I'm just gonna take them to maybe Curly or something. I'm gonna make some little block offs, weld the some bitches shut, and never have to worry about this again. Yeah, this is freaking annoying, bro. Getting my freaking ass kicked right now by freaking freeze plugs. I bought 3 of them when I was at O'Reilly's. It cost me $1.50. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You guys are learning with me. I'm sure a lot of you guys are staring at the screen saying you're a freaking moron, but you know what? I had to give it a shot, dude. I had to give it a try to see if I could at least buy myself some time before tearing this thing down, because really I'm not wanting to right now. I'm trying to get this thing done so we can move on to the CRV. I need to get back on the CRV and get that thing finished. So now, you know, I get it. It's more content, of course, but at the same time, like I have so many other projects I need to work on, and I really wanted this to be a running and driving one. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, this next week, some point we will tear into this thing and get it all torn apart. That's too bad, man. Anyhow, by all means, man, if you guys want to join the Patreon, link is in the description down below. And we do still have a lot of merch left. If you guys want to go check out the merch site, we actually went through and itemized it. Made sure that the only things that are on the site right now is stuff that I actually have in stock, just so you know. If you want to grab yourself a t-shirt, a hat, sticker, or something, that link is in the description down below. And every single little bit most certainly helped. I need to freaking go dump a bunch of money on this damn thing again. I thought we were almost done, bro. And yeah, that's what I thought anyhow. Jesus. You win some, you lose some, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Peace out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.